Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. I have just returned from a 5-day Zen Coaching training. It was the first module, so it's not like I've done the whole training, but I did experience what Zen Coaching is about. If you'd be interested to check it out for yourself and see what Core, the founder of that method, is offering, I will link their website below so you can check it out. I actually was really touched and moved by these 5 days and by the people I met there and by the pure ability to connect with other people when you make an effort to connect. And by making an effort, I mean not like trying really hard, but just allowing yourself to be and to connect to your own body, to your own emotions, and go into the moment of every moment. Because when you connected with your body, when you speak and you know what you feel while you're speaking, that presence that you kind of embody really helps the other person to be heard, to be listened to be understood, to connect to you. So most of the work that we were doing was really to allow ourselves to feel, to be present in the moment, to be present in the body, and to embrace the other person, to embrace life as it is, as it comes. I took with myself Osho Zen Tarot. If you watched any of my videos before, this is one of my first tarot decks. I received it as a gift, or we swapped with my sister. She gave me this deck in 2001 when I was living in London. And I did pull a few cards when I was there, and I was just wanted to share some of these moments for you. So this is the Lover's card, and to me it depicts perfectly what we were practicing during this course. So this is this like heart-to-heart connection and being present to the other person. Also as technique of coaching, the mirroring, when you reflect and show with your body, with your gestures, what the other person does. So this Lover's card was just beautiful. Also the Patience card, which is like really lovely. I love this image. So we see here a pregnant woman, and you know that sometimes in life you can't rush certain things. Certain things just come at the right time, and we were learning a lot about slowing down, going and connecting within. So you know, you don't have to be a slow speaker to know what you feel while you speak, because I was having some resistance to it, because I'm a fast speaker, you know, I'm a fast person. But I notice sometimes when I speak very fast, I lose myself and I lose the attention of the other person that I want to share with. So that Patience card reminds me of slowing down to the point that I am still aware of what I'm saying. This amazing Chariot card from Osho Zen Tarot called Awareness also was a great depiction of what was happening during these 5 days. So there was a lot of burning through old limitations or old conditioning. And there were moments of pure awareness when you really felt your being. Also, this card came up for me about comparison, and you know how useless and actually silly it is when a bamboo compares itself to a spruce, let's say, or a pine tree. There is no, like, it just seems so illogical and unreasonable for a bamboo to want to be like spruce or pine, or for a pine to wanting to be like a bamboo. They totally different species and they have different functions, and the same happens with humans. like we have totally different set of talents, we have different set of like what we can offer to the world. So it does not make sense to compare ourselves to other people, because we always find people who are better and worse than us. This beautiful card came up for me, which is called Harmony, and also that communication from the heart, dolphins as pure joy and pure essence. We were talking a lot about the quality of essence. Cora actually made this method, like he's eclectic, you know, he's combined few different teachings and created something that he claims works, you know, and I actually experienced it working during those 5 days. So that heart communication and that pure harmony within you also shares this joy and healing and beauty outside. Projections, also very, you know, common thing we do when we in relationships with other people. We tend to project a lot, we tend to judge a lot, we tend to externalize and not take responsibility for what we feel. And the communication that we've been taught since we were born, it's really not very perfect. So we practiced a little bit nonviolent communication and paid attention to what we feel and taking responsibility for our own feelings. And this card could also be, you know, a great summary of what was happening during these 5 days, because it was very healing. We also practiced like Osho meditation in the morning, meeting our inner killer. You know, I think we spinned like Sufis. So that meeting the killer was a great meditation, this dynamic meditation from Osho. And I think for a lot of people in the Western world, that expression of anger, expression of sadness, really like getting out of you in a safe environment, it's a really amazing way to clear, to become lighter, to express that anger and those uncomfortable emotions that we all carry, and not bury them underneath, because they will come up at some point. And this clinging to the past also came up for me as this 5 of Cups. So, you know, when we have a head full of images from the past, and it's hard for us to let go emotionally of this stuff, and how lighter and clearer our vision becomes when we actually do. So Osho's Zen Tarot was amazing for this therapeutic work, which I've done over the weekend. And I also thought I'm going to share with you maybe we got this little, you know, like a summary of the course. And I just wanted to share with you that 5-finger method. So when you're feeling some emotions that they come up, rise, or you feel you found yourself in an uncomfortable position, remember these 5 fingers. So first is stop. Just totally stop. Drop everything, if it's even for 1 second. Stop. 1, stop. 2, observe. So see what's happening in your body. If you feel anger, just like see that anger within you. Don't try to stop it for now. The 2nd finger is just showing you observe. 3rd is allow. As soon as you start resisting that anger, it's going to become bigger and more uncontrollable. So what you want to do is stop, observe, and allow to feel what you're feeling. Not necessarily straight away express it, but allow yourself to feel angry, or allow yourself to feel sad, and then fully experience that. Which means also allow yourself, and then just let yourself feel it. Where this anger goes, like go into that anger, go into that sadness, go into that crying. And you will notice then, as soon as you do that, when you focus your awareness on experiencing that emotion, it actually releases its grasp. And then the fifth finger is allowing the bigger infinite space that is around you to also be present for you. So you're not just, when you feel these strong emotions, our world really closes up. Open up to the bigger space, breathe deeper, see that there is so much more space around you than just that anger or just that emotion. So this method often allows you to accept what's happening for you and how you can really embrace the moment and not lash out in projecting these emotions onto another, but really allow yourself to feel it and to go deep within your body and give yourself permission to feel what the moment brings. So that was something which I thought I wanted to share with you, because it's very simple and easy to practice anywhere, at the bus stop, in the annoying queue, on the tube, whatever. And I hope I'm going to share more. I want to practice some of the techniques that we learned during my readings as well. But from my heart to yours, just allow the moment to be. Get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your heart, enjoy every moment, even if it brings you suffering or sadness that will pass if we don't hold on to it so much with our minds. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Also, I wanted to share something else, and I want to show you and change the camera, so one sec. So I also wanted to share the cards that I pulled this morning, and I asked, what have I learned during this 5 days of the first module of Zen Coaching. I used the Dark Goddess Tarot for the main what have I learned, and I thought it was just spectacular what the cards have shown. So the first card I pulled was the Nine of Earth, which she is a goddess that teaches to enjoy the moment while it lasts. And I thought it was so spectacularly special, because this whole course was about enjoying the moment and being present to the moment. And Bloodwood teaches us about exactly that, to have the wisdom to enjoy each moment and feel the abundant possibility of each moment. So that's Nine of Earth, like Nine of Pentacles. I pulled only Earth cards, which was really amazing, because it was about grounding and coming back into the body was the main focus of these 5 days. So another card that I pulled was She Who Watches, which was also so amazing, because this is Hag of Earth and hello, Hag of Earth, and she is, like the stone. She is present. She's watching for generations over and over again. She's just standing there and watching. And what we were practicing during these 5 days was empathic listening. So we were just looking at the other person, and the other person could express whatever they want without you interrupting them, asking them questions, trying to fix their problems and trying to help them. And that was amazing, because when you see this card, She Who Watches, you know that she doesn't speak. She is just watching, listening, and observing. And then the last one which I pulled was Sonoa, and that's Six of Pentacles. And when we look at this, it's a wild woman of the woods, measure wealth by giving. And that's so true about this weekend. I felt so embraced, and the sharing that was happening and the connection with other people was just so beautiful. So measure wealth by giving. It's very true about what I have learned and what I want to practice more in my life. Another thing that I pulled was that Art Oracle's card, and I also love it. Don't be yourself, be yourselves. Tell the truth in every fiction. Take a good long look in someone else's mirror. We were doing heaps of mirroring, reflecting the other person, and also recognizing how many faces and how many facets of us are true and living and alive and want to be expressed. So this card also was like, wow, that's super cool. And then this amazing horse weaver that came. She is ancestor of the distance shrines, and she carries horse medicine and amber medicine. And the text which I read in the book was just so beautiful and soulful about the ability to express everything, and that the weavers who came before you, you know, that you're never alone, that whatever you are going through, somebody probably went through it before you and will be going through it after you. And to connect to this collective pain, collective suffering, collective joy, collective strength. That's what this weaver is teaching about. And I have here this beautiful amber heart. Beautiful. So I pulled it out for the weaver. And I have to say that I also started to connect better and better with Star Child Tarot. I'm like so surprised, because if you know me, I couldn't connect with this deck much. And I pulled also, you know, from the spiritual perspective, what was happening for me. And look what I pulled, the King of Cups. And this, to me, in this card, shows the presence to the emotions. You know, seeing the emotions, allowing yourself space, time and power to actually look at your emotions and what you feel. And the way he holds those cups, it's definitely showing this. Also, you know, your ability of your mind and how your mind is structured, and how to use your mind to your biggest benefit and not let the mind rule you. And also this 10 of crystals. In this instant when I pulled it, I just felt like connect the dots to create something beautiful and manifest something beautiful. Connect the dots, connect the emotions, connect the body, connect the spirit, and create that beautiful net that your life can be supportive for yourself, can be supportive for other people. And yeah, I love the Star Child Tarot now. Oh my god, I thought I'll never say that. So yes, that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm waiting for a Disciples Tarot to come from a swap. So I'm going to do a flip through when I get it. But for now, I'm just going to wave goodbye. Speak soon. Bye.